There's a unique pull to fishing alone, not loneliness, but connection. Out here, surrounded by endless water and sky, solitude becomes a companion, not an absence. The world quiets, and every sound, the lap of water, the call of distant birds, feels amplified, more meaningful. It's a space where thoughts settle and instincts sharpen, where you can truly listen to the rhythm of nature and your own heartbeat. It's about stripping away everything but skill, instinct, and determination. I've chased monsters with a crew, but solo, every decision is mine. Every knot tied, every lure chosen, every cast. There's no one to consult, no one to share the weight of a mistake or the thrill of a perfect move. The responsibility is total, and so is the reward. No one to help, no one to blame. The primal struggle between man and beast is purest in solitude. Each tug on the line is a direct conversation, a test of will and endurance. Out here, it's just you and the fish. No distractions, no shortcuts, only raw determination. My target, a true Pacific halibut giant, a fish that could pull a man overboard. I prepped my small vessel, the Wanderer, loaded with trusted gear. Every piece of equipment was chosen for reliability, every item double-checked. Alone, there's no margin for error. Preparation is survival. Rods for immense pressure, reels with unstoppable drag, lines tested to the limit. Each tool is an extension of my intent, built to withstand the unknown. The gear is heavy, but the anticipation is heavier still. Destination: Alaska's cold, wild waters, where giants still roam. This wasn't just a fishing trip, it was a pilgrimage. The journey north is a rite of passage, a test of both courage and respect for the untamed. The journey north was mental prep, running through every scenario. Out there, the unexpected is the only certainty. I rehearsed every move in my mind, knowing that quick thinking and calm nerves could mean the difference between triumph and disaster. The sea doesn't care about your plans. It's beautiful, brutal reality. Each wave is a reminder that nature is in control, and respect is earned, not given. That's what I wanted, to face the wild, alone, with no safety net. Just me, my boat, and the monster lurking in the cold depths. The solitude sharpens the senses, and magnifies every moment, every risk, every reward. The challenge was set. The hunt was on. In the silence between heartbeats, I felt the call of the solitary hunter, ready to answer, alone, on the edge of the unknown. Alaska's scale is humbling: mountains, glaciers, endless green water. Guiding the Wanderer through fjords, I felt small beneath soaring eagles and silent skies. I found my spot, a deep channel between rugged islands, perfect for halibut. The depth finder read over 400 feet. I cut the engine. Silence settled. The sun painted the sky orange and purple as I set up my gear. Heavy leader, octopus bait, dinner bell for a giant. The line dropped into the abyss, a message to the unknown. Alone. Suspended between sky and sea, I waited. Every tap on the line sent a jolt through me. This is the heart of solo fishing. Quiet patience before the storm. Hours passed in twilight, the world faded to black. The gentle rocking of the boat became a lullaby, broken only by the occasional splash or distant call of a seabird. Out here, time seemed to stretch and slow, each minute heavier than the last. Doubt crept in. Maybe today wasn't the day. The silence pressed in, making every small sound feel amplified. But you push aside the mental games, trust your instincts, and wait. The patience required is almost meditative, a test of willpower as much as skill. Then a slow, deliberate pull. Different, heavy. My heart pounded, every sense sharpened, adrenaline flooding my veins as I realized this was no ordinary bite. I let the fish take the bait, counting to 10 in the darkness. The pull grew stronger, the moment of truth. The world narrowed to the rod in my hands and the unseen force below. I reeled in slack, braced, and struck. The rod bent deep, dead weight, then sudden life. In that instant, Everything changed from stillness to chaos. The line screamed off the reel. The battle exploded from silence. The calm of the evening shattered, replaced by the raw energy of the fight. The monster was hooked. Alone, I faced raw power. Every muscle tensed, every thought focused on the struggle at hand. Every second, the stakes rose. The peaceful evening was gone, replaced by chaos and adrenaline. The boat rocked, water splashed, and the air was thick with tension. This was the test I'd come for. The fish ran deep and I held on. My arms burned, but I refused to give an inch. The fight had truly begun. It was me versus the unknown below. In that darkness, anything could happen. The struggle for survival was on. Out here in the silent night, only one of us would win. The initial run was terrifying. Unstoppable power, line vanishing into black water. My arms ached, my knuckles white. The halibut pulled the boat, dragging me into the night. I eased the drag, fighting panic. The fish slowed. Now the real work began. Lift, reel, lift, reel. Each turn, a small victory. The fish surged, stealing back hard-won line. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Hope and despair traded places with every run. My muscles burned, but I dug deeper. This was a battle of wills. I couldn't afford to break first. The emotional toll matched the physical. Alone, I faced the limits of my endurance. The fish was relentless, but so was I. The war continued, neither side yielding. The fight became a brutal dance. Halibut using its body like a kite, impossible to lift. I used the boat, circling to change the angle, keeping the fish off balance. Pain was constant. Shoulders, back, legs screaming. I talked myself through it. Don't give up now. Sometimes the fish just lay on the bottom, immovable. I strummed the line, provoking it to move. The runs grew shorter. The fish was tiring. Hope surged. I might actually win. Now was the time to press the advantage. The end was near, but not yet in sight. Every move mattered. The fish's resistance faded, but danger remained. I stayed focused, anticipating its next move. The dance neared its final act. My energy returned as the monster weakened. I prepared for the final confrontation. The battle was almost over. Victory was within reach. I saw it, a ghostly shape rising from the deep, massive and awe-inspiring. The size was staggering, terrifying. As it neared, it spooked, diving hard and stealing back line. Exhaustion hit, but I reset and fought on. The second time up, I was ready, kept pressure, guided it toward the boat. It thrashed, drenching me, power undiminished. One mistake could mean disaster. The most dangerous phase, the fish was desperate, fighting for its life. I let it tire itself on the surface, always ready for another dive. My mind raced. One chance to secure it. The gaff was ready, adrenaline surging. Every move was critical. I waited for the perfect moment. The final seconds stretched out. Everything depended on precision and nerve. The climax was at hand. The halibut circled, exhausted but dangerous. I grabbed the flying gaff, hands shaking with adrenaline. Timing was everything. One shot at the head. I maneuvered the boat, leaned over, and struck. The gaff hit home. The fish exploded in fury. Water crashed over the boat as I held the rope tight. I wrapped it around a cleat, letting the boat take the strain. The fish's struggles weakened. Now, the impossible task, getting it aboard. I used leverage, the winch, and the waves. Inch by inch, I hauled its head over the gunwale. The rest followed with a final, heavy splash. The battle was over. The monster was on deck. Relief and awe washed over me. I had done it, alone. The halibut sprawled across the deck, a true giant. Its sheer size almost unbelievable, dwarfing everything around it. The deck creaked beneath its weight, and for a moment, time seemed to stand still as I took in the enormity of my catch. I stood, exhausted, staring in disbelief, my arms trembling from the struggle. Every muscle ached, but adrenaline still surged through me. Its size and power were staggering, a mosaic of dark and light, a mouth like a cavern. Each scale shimmered in the early light, telling stories of the deep. Relief, accomplishment, and respect flooded me. I felt a deep connection to the wild, humbled by the creature at my feet. I'd faced the wild and won, but felt the weight of responsibility. The ocean had given me a gift, and I knew I owed it gratitude. Dawn broke as I sat beside my prize, utterly spent but elated. The sky blushed pink and gold, painting the moment with quiet triumph. This was why I fish. Not for trophies but for the journey and the test. Each trip is a lesson, each catch a story written in salt and sweat. Cleaning and securing the fish was another challenge, but I tackled it with new energy. My hands worked methodically, guided by pride and respect for the catch. The sun rose. The fjord bathed in gold. The world felt fresh, as if nature itself was celebrating with me. As I motored back, I looked at the calm water, knowing what had happened there. The sea held my secret, its surface serene and endless. The story was mine alone, a memory etched deeper than any photograph could capture. The victory was silent, personal, no cheers, just the quiet satisfaction of overcoming the wild. The wild had tested me, and I'd endured. I felt changed, stronger, and more connected to the sea than ever before. That memory would last forever, a story to revisit whenever I needed courage or perspective. The sea was unchanged, but I was not. I carried the experience home, forever marked by the monster on deck. Landing that halibut taught me more than how to fight a big fish. Nature is the ultimate master. Respect is everything. Alone you confront your limits and fears. Every mistake is a lesson. The growth from solitary struggle is immense. Self-reliance is the greatest reward. For those dreaming of their own giant, start small. Learn your craft. Know your limits. Prepare for everything, but trust your instincts when the moment comes. It's not just about the fish, it's about the story, the struggle, the connection to the wild. That halibut was a magnificent creature, and the memory will stay with me forever. The deep still holds power and mystery. Sometimes, the greatest adventures are faced alone. All you need are your hands and an unbreakable will. That's the true heart of the solitary hunter.